I'm waiting for the day we see someone die to a prowler. Or get knocked at least. I think it will happen eventually.
Caster's curse. Don't say anything you don't mean, okay? I don't know. Every time I go to trials, I always feel like it's a little bit too risky. But I mean, listen, you leave these plays for the pros, right?
Yeah, and Nocturnal certainly knows what he's doing. Just dealing with it solo with the Eva race, with the right tool for the job.
Yeah, so James, let's talk about this lobby. It is a pretty stacked lobby. I mean, both groups A and B are terrifying to go up against. And I know we talked about our teams to watch, but who do you think might be kind of the underdogs that we might be sleeping on? Would that be Noble, do you think, since, Kate kind
Just before I answer your question, we're going to have a look at a quick clip with Nocturnal, and then I'll get back to that.
Okay, cool.
Flanker. Flanker I've been teaming with for almost 2 years now. He is just the ultimate support player. Fills in any shoes that you need him to. He is one of the best dudes I've ever played with. And Fun is our new third. Anyone you talk to, he is a freak of nature. They are scared of him. He is a Slayer on a characters that shouldn't be Slayers. And he plays every single character. He is just the Swiss Army knife, but the Swiss Army knife is really damn big.
So for an underdog or like an under the radar, if that is any different, maybe it's not, team, I think that Ghost Gaming are going to be one for us to have a look at. They had some good results earlier this week. I watched so much of the NA Apex. I'm not sure if it was a tournament or scrims, but they've got some, either way, they've got some nice results under their belt from this week, and that's something that they can maybe translate into this server. But again, like, these NA lobbies are so tough. There isn't really much space that's given to you for free. So if Ghosts start to do something, it's not going to be the easy way for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, these lobbies are stacked. Not just even groups A and B, just all of them in general. I mean, all of these players have earned their spot here, so it's really interesting to see all of them go up against each other.
Yeah, I think last week, A versus D was like just a fantastic way to start off the proceedings with the mix of big streamer personalities, top tier teams, and so on. And everyone got a little piece of the pie there. So I think that was absolutely fantastic entertainment. But I'm looking forward to seeing this mix as well. We can see that for the time being, Era Eternity are in a pretty good spot as far as where the tone is concerned. So they're just going to chill in a truck. But they may be missing a door or two as they are poked by a Valkyrie.
Yeah, and it looks like a member of Benchwarmers, Madness, just took down a member of Lazarus, and there's 2 knocks right there. Sweet. NRG stealing a kill from Lazarus from Benchwarmers there.
Yeah, and it seems somebody got killed by the missile swarm as well. So definitely seeing shields getting peppered somewhere around the map. But Era still chilling for now, maybe looking for a more suitable position, as they've got a lot of waiting to do. And Lazarus have been eliminated now, so we were looking for some delivery from NRG, and they take out the first team in this first game.
Yeah, you know, I said we probably weren't going to see early game fights, and you know what? I'm biting my tongue now, because apparently we are going to see them. Oh my goodness, look at that absolute beam from Bowser. Oh, Bowser, that was amazing. I think they're going to try and push this. They look pretty confident. They have good shields. I mean, Sunny just has to play behind his shield there as Gibraltar.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision they've got, because if you look at the bullets that Bowser has, he doesn't have a lot in the hole here. So on either weapon, actually. So I don't know what the situation is for the other teammates, but if they may poke themselves to death if they just if they don't manage to find some more loot somewhere. So we'll see if that situation improves a bit later on.
Yeah,
we got NRG, who've again they've got some KP on deck, and they are going to be in that eggshell. Just looking at the lay of the land here, not the best position behind the supply bin, but we'll see what they choose to do next.
Yeah, we do remember that NRG is did steal a kill from Benchwarmers, so maybe they'll be facing off against each other. And look at this lineup here. Look at how many teams are in this one area inside the dome.
Yeah, there's a lot of space for a number of teams to play, and you know everybody loves a good beacon, right? So that dome area is only going to get busier, because you don't want to be the last Valk team who's flying in. That's for sure. We've seen that with the European teams earlier on today, where people are getting downed before they've even landed. They're getting knocked in the air. So you definitely want to find yourself a good position. Now, Hal has
Oh no.
disconnected?
It looks like he's been disconnected. They might be able to get him back, but
Yeah, they probably punched him into a corner. But can we note that Hal is playing crypto?
oh,
So in the scrims, I want to say that I saw him playing Jibby at some point when they were getting griefed by Cloud9 and so on. So we have a different approach here. With last week's configuration, I did wonder if it would stay the course for that day, but I haven't seen too many changes within a day really, apart from a few in Europe from last week. So it's interesting to see that he's on the crypto. Hopefully he'll be back on the server soon.
oh, looks like he just connected. Look at that.
Nice.
You brought it into existence. But yeah, honestly, I think that crypto wouldn't be a bad play here, even in NA lobbies where he's not used as much. I mean, he just provides so much information.
Hell 用 crypto 啊，個 pair
Yeah, we can see Snipe down on the caustic there as well. So I'm very interested to see how that one will play out later on. See Team Liquid still moving through now. Double purple and gold. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they're ready for a fight, and they have 250 rounds for their All-Star. Nocturnal is set.
Yeah, and again, a lot of these teams have got some rotations to do, and there's a lot to discuss in this situation. So we're going to have a listen in with Team Liquid.
You want me to hold scan?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and go to the right side.
No one on the right side, at least on this railing.
Really?
Walk up with me. We're just gonna have hard commit bodies here. Get ready to fight.
They went this way.
Heard. Scan ahead. Ooh, hello. Go north, go north, go north, go north. Watching door. Go, 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 go. Brandon, come.
I'm just gonna slide low ground.
Heard.
No scan for 10. Are we just face checking this?
Yeah.
Clear.
That was a Sentinels play if I've ever seen one.
The hard rat, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, watch west and see if anyone comes in. We kill them.
There's a team command center. Gibby's already looking with arm shield.
I think most likely we force south out and we just go here.
Enemy spotted.
See where zone goes first. Take a sip of water.
I think it's pretty interesting to see a team's comms and spatial awareness when they're rotating to a new position. As you can see, they managed to use the Bloodhound to detect a potential ambush situation. Because generally, like if you're in a building, then you're going to have the doors closed. So if you can see the doors open and that team was trying to like insta-ape somebody who thought that place had been looted and abandoned. So the awareness from Team Liquid there is pretty cool, but also you saw a reference to face checking where they basically have to go in or have a look at something to see if there's somebody in there or not. And if there is, maybe they get shot in the face. So perhaps that's where the name comes from. But that little rotation there from Team Liquid was pretty cool in terms of, again, spatial awareness and threat detection.
Yeah, I also love that they called out the enemy team and they're just like, oh yeah, that's absolutely this team. I know their movements. I absolutely love that amongst pros, how they can instantly pinpoint who it is just from their movement. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, full team ambush rat play. You gotta respect it. That's the kind of BM that I want to see. Oh dear. Well, we just got another team wipe and we are left with 18 squads. TSM getting some, sorry, Cloud9, excuse me, getting some early action. And again, they've got a long rotation.
You're just playing up that rivalry even more, aren't you, James?
It's because Abralele is Nick, that's why.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. It was innocent. Normally I'm not, but this time I am.
Okay.
Renegades have got great opportunities. Surely they've got a full commit to this one. The Mastiff, they're running out of bullets and got to ignore those shields and focus on the Wraith who's trying to just ninja past everybody.
Oh, and
Tries to escape as best they can, yeah, but that was a really juicy situation for the Renegades. Some nice early KP for them.
It looks like they did secure that kill there. So, was that a team wipe on them?
17 squads left, so it's a fair chance. I'm not 100% sure if that Wraith escapes, but I would be surprised if she did.
Yeah. I do see that Pow Pow, I think, was bringing out the Hemlock. Such a strong gun, but I just cannot get burst rifles down.
I do like the Hemlock, but I feel like it gets me into trouble, the burst fire. But I like the hip fire on it. You can shred with it, so I think it's reasonably reliable. Well,
Yeah.
Team Liquid, as we can see, they'll have some more rotating to do to get into the next zone. And see Nocturnal's just looking at the climate around him, and man, when they try and get towards that dome area, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. I feel like if you're not there by this point, you're going to be hard-pressed to find any shelter.
Yeah, Dome is a particularly hard zone to try and guard, since there's really not a lot of cover there, like you said. So either you get there early or you end up kind of using up all your resources just trying to get there and find a spot, especially since everyone likes to rotate early because circle guarding is huge in North American lobbies.
And this is Ghost we mentioned earlier. And I think Team Liquid are in a pretty interesting position in terms of how they rotate beyond this position at the moment. It's quite interesting. He can't full commit to that. His teammates are too far behind him. We've got some area control now with the bombardment, which is again, sometimes it is called defensive bombardment actually. Sometimes it's used aggressively, but sometimes it's just area control to give your own team some space to heal up, consider your options, etc. But yeah, this is a pretty dicey situation for Team Liquid as far as the future is concerned.
Ooh, and Flanker gets that damage on the enemy team and knows that one of the Ghost members has white armor. So they could go into this fight feeling pretty confident, knowing that at least one member only has white armor.
Yeah, I can imagine that Team Liquid are discussing where all the teams are. Like, honestly, it is a big question as to where they will move later on. And time is starting to run down. NRG at the moment trying to crack some more eggs in the eggshell. You've got players just on the other side of that wall who have had to use their dome in a very open position. So speaking of open, NRG are open as well. And again, there will be more teams rotating soon. So I do start to wonder how tenable this position is.
Yeah, even though they are encircled, they're still getting held out from getting a better position. Oh, and Rocker, on the 30-30, I remember you were saying in the EMEA games that you really like the 30-30 and that you think that it's kind of slept on. And there it is doing massive damage.
I can't use it, but it's such a brutal damage machine. I guess just depending on the situation, if you get a bit too close in the fire rate, can cause you some problems. But, you know, if you find someone who doesn't have much cover, you can really mess them up with that.
It looks like C9 is looking to try and guard other teams that are on the outside of the circle. I mean, they're barely in themselves, and it looks like they are kind of surrounded, so they got to pick a fight here.
Yeah, we're going to tune into the hyenas and see what their comms are like right now.
They're gone, right?
They baffled in.
Popping cells.
Free KP everywhere.
Just
Got shot
focus
my back.
on top.
Scanning or batting? Sorry.
Look,
both
do not.
of them now. Both of them me now.
Bolting up to you now.
Forward, I'm flipping forward.
101. Start walking up. Walk up, Al.
They're
They're
getting
going to
shot.
die,
They're getting
they're
shot.
going
I'm
to
walking
die,
up.
they're going to die.
Scanning for Mac.
They got
Bolting
it,
here. Bolting here.
I'm nading them.
Yes, these are our kills, guys. These are our kills. Make
I'm
sure
taking
we
them
get
in, I'm
these
taking them
kills.
in.
One
Taking
dead,
them
one
in.
dead. One dead.
Crypto
Two dead.
dead.
Fuck, hit the last.
Bunch of flesh. Bunch of flesh.
He fell. He's on the floor.
Oh.
He's on the floor.
Fuck, we missed all that? Fuck, man.
Zach can get the one on low. I'm making sure we don't get mirrored.
Okay, I'm going to Mac. I'm going to Mac. Scan behind Mac. I'm going to scan the solo, Zach. Nice,
He's
baby.
dead, he's dead.
You got
We
solo
need
or
to
the
look
duo?
the third high launch. We need to look the third high launch. I'm walking that way. Just let me play.
Yep.
There's a team right here. That's what, Zach. I think
Oh, that
we
guy's
need to
one in there.
play red thing.
That-
Zach,
Max
I
didn't
think
play
we're
for red
fixing
thing.
the wrong thing. If we can finish that knock, it's really good.
No, I burned their dome, but that's
Well, they're stuck. They're gonna have to climb up, bro. We can fry them on the climb.
Look at I climb. Look at I climb.
I got
The buzz
farmed. I
zone.
got farmed.
But it's 1 HP, guys. We want to focus on rotate?
Zach,
Okay, I'm
I
coming
think
back.
we need to focus my red ping.
Okay, I'm
Go to
going that
Mac.
way
Go to
now.
Mac. I have
They're
no
right
Where's
here.
the red ping, bro? You need to
Right
redo your red ping.
right there. I think that's best play, no?
It is.
They're fighting hard on the left right now, too.
I mean, we should... Do we fight backward or do we go third that?
They have a white armor on the floor. We need to start swinging left on these guys, bro.
I'm padding.
Gold on that guy. Gold on that
Look right
red.
here, look right here. So free, I'm red, so free, I'm red. So free.
I didn't see that pad.
I cracked one.
I'm popping a bat. I'm getting farmed.
Mac is fucked. Mac is fucked.
Are you dead? Dead?
No, I'm fine.
Just come to me, trust me. Look right here, guys, 3 teams.
Left.
We got ulted. We got ulted. We got ulted. We got ulted. We got
I
ulted.
bubbed.
We're fine. I have a plan. We're gonna third that. We're gonna third red. Are you guys ready?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not full, but yeah.
Get full, bro. No, you can't. You
zone's
can't.
ready.
Someone's
I
spawning up.
can't.
Someone's spawning up.
We're okay on me. Chill on me. Chill on me. Chill on me.
Okay, guy can be. I'm on Mac. Let's go to Mac.
I don't know above.
1 HP on red mark. 1
Mac is
HP on
fine.
red
Walk
mark.
in. Walk in. I'm down to zone. Play my knock.
No, 1 HP on 2, Naughty.
Naughty,
Shoot,
use me.
shoot, shoot, Naughty, shoot, shoot.
I'm crawling forward.
Keep shooting, Naughty. Don't stop. No matter what, bro. Play the knocks. Bat.
Shield drop. I'm out of
Play
shield.
behind mine.
I'm body blocking for you, Naughty.
Oh, bind. Wait, push me behind?
Yeah, there's a rat behind you. Oh, it's 15. Yeah, I can't.
No, man. I knew we should have.
Utter chaos around the dome. What on earth? Everyone's going crazy. Free KP everywhere. I think Renegades may have stolen a lot of them. They are absolutely railing on this lobby at the moment, and the carnage on the outside just does not stop. Everyone's falling. It's gone from 10 squads to 8 in seconds.
Look at that. I think that was 5th partying right there. At least 4th party, just right outside of Dome. You said that Dome is such a hard POI to defend, and if you're not in it, then you're not going to find a spot. TSM struggling on the inside of Dome. They made it in, but they're still struggling here too. I mean, James, this lobby, there are only 8 slots left in Circle 5. This is wild for North America.
Crazy.
Yeah, this is a very fast-moving situation, and TSM may be struggling at the moment, but they're alive, and I think that is half the battle at this point. Just managing to hold on, just getting all your syringes up and so on. We'll see what their play is now. I do wonder if they're going to consider like trying to force their way in, or if they're content with the cover they have. Bear in mind the ring has closed quite a lot as well, so maybe they've got some space in one direction, but I would imagine they're discussing where their most immediate threats are. We got Hal going to have a look-see now.
Yeah, we did see them flying in on, I believe, Snipedown's Valkyrie ult. So that's probably where they got most of their damage from. And look at this cluster of teams inside. There aren't enough buildings to hold all these teams. And it looks like TSM is struggling to find cover. They are
Oh, that's a big grenade! He just ran straight onto it.
And Hal just constantly having to heal, just no time to recover at all.
I feel like they must have considered pushing one of those houses, but the ring's continuing to close and people are falling all over the place. NRG having some issues now, but they're still getting some KP as well. And barely time to take a breath for TSM, but you can see NRG, they've been behind one of these walls of the eggshells for quite a while now. One of them was cracked, but they're back up and ready to go. You can see 3 kills on Nafin at the moment. And now we're down to 7 squads.
Nice.
I mean, the outside might be the safest
Let's
place.
go,
right now.
TSM!
Look at this, TSM fighting for their lives right here, getting 2 knocks. And I don't know if they can secure the 3rd, but they are trying to get inside this building. That there are so many teams in this POI as well. So I don't know. The outside of the dome might be the safest place right now.
I feel like one team could survive on top of this building, but I feel like every team is going to try and push inside. Have a look at that ring. It covers the complete middle of this. We're going to have an orchestra of chaos inside this building in about 2.5 seconds.
Do we have any caustic players left in this lobby? Because this is where he's going to shine, and it looks like I do see some caustic gas. So we might see some caustic plays here, James.
Whoa, we have some serious elevation on the right side of our screens now. Reps getting a kill on Sleepy Panda. And again, that ring is starting to close. NRG picking the right time to try and get close to this building. But again, I don't think you can even try and get on the roof at this point. Everybody has the same idea in that respect. And someone's going to have to drop. Desperately trying to get the shields up once again. Just allowing everybody to focus on each other. Surely they get some instant free KP from this. See Nafin with 3 kills already, looking for a 4th very soon as that ring continues to close.
Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a hectic last fight. 4 squads left and final round closing.
Oh my god.
Now, NRG might actually be in the best position again. They are hidden away from sight. People don't know where they are. But TSM does have height, so they might be able to see them sneaking in. And they do have the crypto drone scan potentially, if Hal is able to pull that out. If he got that out and he was able to EMP, that would be huge, slowing
四
NRG
隊咯，仲
and the
有
rest of the
黐
teams in
線
that
呢個
area.
Yeah, I don't think he's got any cover though to possibly press the Q button, but I'm interested to see if he'll try, because NRG again, they are still creeping at the moment.
Look at them sitting there.
Right, they're just like, don't mind us, but
Wow,
quite
wow,
soon it's
wow,
going to be
wow,
not
wow.
who's there,
Shit,
and it's going to be
shit.
everybody.
Yeah, they need that knowledge. Oh, the dome doesn't quite connect there. There's a little bit of space at the bottom.
I think I saw an attempted Valcult there, which lasted about 0.0001 seconds, and Reps has gone down to a Peacekeeper shot. And that's NRG's time to shine, but it's time to heal again as well. Only Rocket's got any armor, and they're so close to that lava, and it's got to hop up, or otherwise they're going to dive to the ring. CSM, I think, just got deleted, but who's going to take the last one? Who's going to take first place here? It's going to be Charlotte Phoenix from out of nowhere.
God, what? I don't think I could have called that from anywhere. I legitimately thought NRG was going to take that. Charlotte Phoenix taking the win, just surviving 1 point of damage more.
The only time I saw them in that game is when the name came up at the end.
Oh my
so I'm
god.
guessing maybe they were on the inside, because you had TSM up top, you had
Yes.
NRG just creeping, just minding their own business. Don't mind me here with my shield cells. And then boom, Charlotte Phoenix from...
Hell 講
I
咩
get
先
it. Like, I didn't know that. I did not think of the bubble being like, or being shown underneath or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I also armor swapped and it like swapped back somehow. Like I double armor swapped.
？LG 都係 Sweet Walker 喎，同 Lamfan
If I didn't have to armor swap again when I
Yeah.
thought I armor swapped already,
一樣。
this game I would have been fine.
I'm literally looking at you.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
My game fucking crashed and it crashed twice, and then now that bullshit where I somehow double armor swap.
Hal, if we're playing crypto, bro, like, and we have a spot like that, all we do is we force other people to fucking bubble and just ult them, and they're all dead.
Did we have
係
crypto
受
at the
靠
end?
啦。
Yes, we did.
It came up as we were it was at like
Okay, you need to tell me for gold helm then.
He had gold helmet.
yeah, I had it. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I dropped it for him.
Okay,
but
well, we win the game if we bubble left and we just crypto ult. Like literally just win the game.
100%.
yeah.
Wow, 哇！你睇下 Avis 幾 Q 有錢而家，哇！整晒 animation 咁樣出，然之後仲要睇埋嗰個 damage 啊 Q 啊，我贏咁多咁而家，黐線！
You also need to be like hardcore calming when you have crypto ult there. I didn't know anything about your crypto ult.
Yeah, because if we knew,
If
we
I
almost
even
had
knew
it,
you
it's
had
just
it,
even
I'm
more obvious that we
screaming.
go
Just
left
do
and
not
then
val.
we
Yeah,
just-
I'm just screaming like just Valkyl or just fucking crypto ult as soon as the zone gets close enough and teams have to fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Everyone dies besides us. We have our own bubble.
Well, unless somebody apes us because we're the only one with a bubble.
Or we just peek over the sides of our bubble while everyone is no bubble, and they're already weak from crypto ult.
Well, I think it's bold to say that we would win that game.
You just need to be calming your crypto ult, if you have it or not. I don't care about anything else.
Crypto ult is our win condition.
We were literally all 2 HP outside that building. I don't know how we lived.
We actually play together. So
Yeah. Whatever. Fucking bounce back next game.
I crashed twice and I get stuck in the same game. That's my luck that game.
又
Our
係
fucking dog shit zone.
SN 之爭啊！
Every zone I saw today pulled to the sides, like to the
冇咗
corners.
SSN 嘅點解今次？
I don't understand how people are
今次
getting
冇
like
咗
these
SEN 同
positions so
SSN 嘅，
quickly.
睇下先。
They gotta be just Hail Marrying this Valk ulting off spawn.
有 RNG， 係咯。
Because my crypto was at like 90% when we had to like either jump down or do like make a play basically. Only different that if I got the gold helm, then it would have been fine.
I thought you had gold helmet. Did you ever grab that ult excel I dropped?
You said there was a fucking ult excel and there was never one. Like,
yeah, and then I dropped it on the roof. I said I had it, and I dropped it on the roof and said, "Here, I pinged the ult excel and told you to take it."
I didn't see it or hear it. I didn't grab it. I don't know how I missed that.
That's unfortunate.
I was picking up ammo, I think, at the time when you were dropping the ult excel. Like the light ammo. Like if two of us are ever healing and one guy's full health, we need to not fucking just all stack up on top of each other. You know, always like, you know, peek out and shit. So we know that for late, like in any situation.
Not giving you gold helmet is a fucking joke at the end of that game.
Yeah.
That's so important.
I just completely forgot like the two things, like, yeah, one, we can fucking go in the side of the building, and two, that we could have, I didn't know the bubble, I forgot the bubble was gonna be, you know, open in the bottom.
Oh. 哇！齊晒裝，好 Elsa。
I also forgot that team that was on the lower left was also a duo, because we killed their Bloodhound earlier.
好笑呢度。
Alright, game started.
That information to the team as the IGL. It really makes sense for him, but he's also really good at playing aggressive and getting in your face. And Snipedown's going to have to be that player that really opens things up right now. Maybe it's going to be reps coming through on Gibraltar, but Snipedown is a Slayer. He's always been a Slayer since the Halo days, and he's coming through. And I'm excited to see what TSM is going to be able to do. It was my pick today, but NRG, you cannot just forget about how they played so well in the previous game, picking up all those kills. I'm also looking forward to how C9 is going to be able to do. We had such a great listen with them. Communication's a little bit hectic, but I love the passion.
And that really shows you how a lot of these players have to play under that pressure, just trying to keep their cool, but then trying to utilize the knockdown shields is to your best degree when you're stuck in a 1v2 situation, 1v1 almost, but your backs are against the wall. When it's open and you have an entirely other team scoop up the kills that they see are free in front of them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just unfortunate because you know that that's your opportunity to go and pick up a lot of kill points and then get in over towards the zone. The problem is the zone was really, really chunking. Alg really ends up dying to the zone because he couldn't hit the med kit. And then all of a sudden, Zach's eating a ton of damage as well, decides that he wasn't going to stem to try to get past the zone and eats a lot of damage because of that. I really feel like if they had all three players there, that would have really been a huge moment for C9. But we go again, game number 2.
Yep, just like we were saying earlier, I want to see what Renegades has up their sleeve too, because I had my eyes on that team looking at their performance, getting 9 kills. We heard it from Stella too. The kill leader was on the team of Renegades, but it's a matter of that consistency and making sure that you prioritize that positioning, such as what we had seen from Energy when they were stuck on the low ground, when they were forced to kind of hug a corner because they knew the rotations were not on their side, with TSM holding the roof the way that they did.
And getting that scan immediately is going to give us that zone information. We'll see where that's going to go and what they elect to do. How fast will they loot? Well, guess what? They are in the next zone too. So this is a great start for Energy in game number 2.
Like this, wasting no time, being able to make sure that you have your plans for your rotations. As Energy, they are going to get some loot, but Energy, they may need to start rotating and loot on the way, because these lots don't really have the best amount of loot that you would like to feel comfortable with when you want to make sure that you rotate towards that last circle. And look at where it's going to be pulling towards, Tom. It's going to be up on that top left corner, and you would already know the chaos that is going to go down between Landslide, with a lot of squads rotating away from Fragment.
10 out of 10. It's definitely a Lava Fisher zone here. So many different opportunities to go and play, but look at that beacon that's over towards Lava Fisher too. If you're rocking crypto, you're gonna be feeling good about that. I'm excited to see what buildings everybody sets up over towards. Typically the one on that west side that's right over the ledge and overlooking everything is gonna be a priority building as well. You can see the building right there on the west coast of your screen on that left-hand side. Another great building for some extra kill points too.
That's chaotic too. You have to imagine with the amount of caustics that are getting put into these compositions with the Valkyrie, Gibby too. We've been seeing a different plethora of legends being utilized. But then you have to note, with that caustic holding on to those final positions, it's going to be difficult to move into those type of buildings.
CLX is that team that you saw rotating. That's Serial, Luxford, and Crew. Loving the situation that they're in, as they are a team that drops over towards Lava Fisher. Back on board with C9. They have a long trek in front of them.
You can see as they are going in, you're going to be able to pick up these triple blue Evos, and they're also going to be crafting too. We noted earlier, it looks like they have some shotguns, and they want that purple shotgun bolt so that way they could take full utilization over the shotguns that they are running here. I also saw that there was the gold thermal sight too, and they are going to be swapping for their preferred shotguns.
I really feel like if you are rocking Gibraltar, Mastiff makes a little bit more sense, and Peacekeeper makes a little bit more sense, because you are going for that ADS, that little quick scope, as you may. The EVA 8, you kind of don't want to do that. You want to strafe back and forth. You want to get in your face. That's why I like that little switch right there. NRG, they are playing underneath the low ground, underneath the bridge. Still plenty of opportunity to get inside Lava Fisher, but the team starts to rotate now. Right in that 132nd mark on that top left of your screen is when you're going to see all these pro teams making their moves. Back on board with CLX. They're elected to go for that building like we talked about. Unfortunately for them, no caustic on this squad.
Yeah, no caustic, and it doesn't look like they have the best loot in general. I actually see that they are making some swaps over to some guns, and I'm worried about the ammunition that CLX are going to have if they do decide to stay in this building throughout the entire time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's interesting to me that this is the building that they decided to go with. Yes, they are going to understand Lava Fisher zones extremely well when they do land over there, but you have to deal with energy over here. And then all of these teams are starting to filter in. You can see the bench warmers, Madness, Knock, and Rambo. They're there. Team Liquid is out of trials and inside Lava Fisher. They understand they don't have time to loot. They need to go and make their plays.
And I like this positioning from Energy too, because they're not trying to fully extend on top of these train tracks. Instead, they're just looking at the action, and it's chaos because there's like 3 Valkyrie ults right on top of them. They're hearing it just land right in front of them, and they're still going to put in some pressure, noting that there is a caustic on that team, and they have secured that building already.
South of staging, two teams fighting. You can see in yellow and blue, they're making the rotation through just like you were talking about. But Team Liquid starts to get pushed by the benchwarmers. Nox coming in on both sides. Nox seems to be the last person alive on this team. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. There goes the bubble res onto Nocturnal. Team Liquid putting down benchwarmers.
I love this positioning too from Team Liquid. You saw what they were able to do with the synergy. They had fun on the other side by the door, and then they had the flank coming in from flanker. I mean, it's in his name right there, and he went up and lived for it.
Now taking a look at another Valkyrie redeploy. This is going to be Premier GG. Again, another team that's pretty far from the zone. We know based on the amount of teams already inside Lava Fisher, this is not going to be easy here. We'll see what Ronnie, Ambino, and Crook are going to be able to do as they make their way through Landslide.
Yeah, they're just going in for those rotations. We saw some Valkyrie ults coming down, the redeploy already, trying to prioritize that final circle that a lot of these squads already have noted. Knights now making their rotation here, looking so pretty nicely here with some damage already done, and it may be another squad that they're trying to push into, and it is the EMP coming in. This may be TSM.
There goes the EMP. There goes half of Asura's shields, and Guild taking some damage as well. Portal was nicely placed there, and that's one of the beauties about Wraith. When you want to go in and try to push over towards those buildings, you have the get out of jail free card.
Hearing here, it's actually SMB actually also running the crypto, and this is super important to note because they've already utilized the EMP, and they're just still holding down to this building. The scan isn't going to find anyone just yet as Knights, they realize they've taken the building, but at what cost with the squad rotating quickly out of there?
And if you've ever played Apex before, you know this Cerrito building always gets action. It's one of those spots that gets third party, especially when teams are starting to rotate from round number 1 into round number 2. So I like this play from both teams, having respect for each other, continuing to kind of push in. You have to just own as much real estate as you can, and that's what's going on right now. Knights was trying to cover as much as they can, but also they're wary of possible rotators coming in from behind them, so they don't want to push up too much. Otherwise, they're going to be sandwiched. Nice little gatekeeping building there for them.
Renegades also having the gold Evo shield here. Just gonna hold on to this building, also having the bombardment. Speaking of bombardment, there's one going down right here in Geyser, and Absolute Monarchy are holding on to the high ground. They get the crack, and they also have the redeploy, so they don't really have to worry too hard about the first circle closing in on them. They have to worry about making sure they can get this KP with this pressure that they're putting on.
Sleepy Panda, you can't sleep on him at all. This guy is doing serious damage. That's going to be Stunny going down. Sung goes down as he starts to push it around the corner, but he does a decent amount of damage along the way. 7 to the back, and that guy just skadoodled out of there somehow. Blocking the door, stomps, hopefully is in the vicinity, but instead he's going for the bubble, possibly the res. No, he's going to go and leave Sung onto the ground. They need to be careful though, because if they don't get this res, then third parties are coming in, which is already happening. So I would love to see them get Sung back in so he can lay down some barrels.
Oh, the fact that he is still alive and dipped. He popped the shield battery too. Now he's going to be able to utilize the knockdown shield. They are going to be able to get the res, and Absolute Monarchy have gotten all their members back into this fight. Let's see what this Bloodhound could do to escape the situation. Maybe take the Geyser, and he is dipping. He is out of there, and he has not been able to get taken out.
I love that. Getting that res rate on a Sung was so huge just in case something bad was to happen. Keep in mind, you have the Valkyrie redeploy. Yes, you're not going to fly all the way from Lava Fissure here, but you are going to make up some real estate, get a little bit closer towards the zone, and now you know you're playing Edge, so not a big deal. Picking up those early kill points helps that confidence, especially so early in the tournament so far.
I know they're a little bummed at the fact that they couldn't secure an extra point for their kills with the Bloodhound getting away, and they don't want to push too hard too, because you saw he was going pretty deep into the circle, and they do have the redeploy, but the redeploy can only take you so far, and they want to make sure that they can do it so safely, especially since the redeploy does come at its own risk.
I could see it in his eyes. The Bloodhound is coming back for those banners, Vicky. He was faking us all out. He's going deep into the zone. He's gonna go for that back Geyser res. It's still zone number 1. It's completely possible.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they actually sat back and camped those banners. That's an opportunity to get a res if I've ever seen one.
Absolutely. I would be surprised too, especially with a lot of these squads waiting by the edge of the circle so that way they can have the opportunity to gatekeep. You don't want to put yourself at risk for 1 point that you could put on board. Placement so important here, and talking about placement and positioning, Charlotte Phoenix is that squad that are holding on to this building, but it's nice to note, like we said earlier, no Cossack here, so they may have to start rotating soon once they get where that next circle is going to be.
Winners from game number 1, but sitting in second place because we know NRG had a pop-off game. Second place, 11 points, 20 overall for them. They are sitting in first place. Interesting situation though, because you do not want to take this fight unless having a lot of knowledge around you. So Greek's going to have to start hitting scans all over the place. Yes, you know that there's a team in front of you, but do you know what's towards your southeast? And that's what Greek's thinking right now.
Yeah, they're just patiently waiting to see where they're gonna move to next. Also planning their next move, and we get to see actually what happened to Tex Candy because he had to dip away. We noted, but they actually were able to finish him off with the G7. Cat actually missed that on the kill feed, but that's super important to know because now you know that there won't be any reses outside of circle. But Ghost Gaming, they're looking like a ghost. Maybe not going ghost in the way that they want to. They've lost Metro and they've lost Banders, and this is so unfortunate. The EMP now can at least put in a stun, add in some damage, allow another squad to come into third party, but it's going to be really difficult for Six to get anything going.
Six, if anyone can do it, it's him, but look at all of the grenades, frags, everything going against Ghost right there. They got pinched in between SMP, and they got pinched in between TSM. Another EMP popping off right here. We may see another fight.
TSM holding on to this building. They knew exactly where the circle was going to pull to, and they have the beacon off to their right too. Despite that, we noted earlier, Imperial Howl on the crypto doesn't have to overextend with the drone to be able to get that next info.
Especially because of the fact that they have such good positioning right now too. They can really do whatever they want and constantly just think ahead of the enemy teams. Things are gonna really start to get interesting with 17 squads. You can see Team Liquid's getting to another fight. Snipe Down taking a ton of bursts. Info coming in for Hal, trying to figure out who is directly below them. Meanwhile, Serial and friends picking up a kill onto Mercy only. Guild with the shots. R3012 remember, this is that Dorito building that we talked about. This is a spot that everybody likes to fight at.
Peeking like this in these lobbies are just so lethal. It's so dangerous here. You saw how quickly Snipe Down was able to get melted there.
It looks like we have a listen in with the Knights. Let's hear how they take this fight.
I cracked him. Gibby's dead. Gibby's dead.
I'm coming. I'm climbing up right now.
50 on my nade. Cracked one. I'm getting in.
Hound one.
Octane dead. He's right here underneath. Dead.
Nice. I got gold helm too. Off of that.
Good boys. Good. That's what we need. Free 3 KP.
I have 6 bats now.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, same here. They have any better bags?
I need energy. No. This kid didn't even have a bag. Oh no, he did. Is there any energy on any of the bodies or no?
I don't know. I don't think so. I saw a flatline with 210 ammo though. If you want to run that.
What the fuck? They're there.
There's a shit ton of flatline ammo. Yeah.
Where?
In that box.
The Bloodhounds?
No.
Or the Gibby?
The Gibby, I think.
Okay.
Let me check the Bloodhounds box, see what he has.
No, it's fine.
He has another 170 heavy ammo and 170 light.
It's fine. Get to zone. We just need to play where Joey's playing.
Yeah. There's a few teams, like lane side, on the right side of the zone.
Let's just chill. Let's wait for them to hit the beacon and we can be fine. Do you need a digi or no?
No, I've got one.
They bubbled the beacon.
Joey, do you need a digi?
Not really. I mean, I could put it on my massive, but...
Like, would you rather have a digi on your massive? That's what I'm asking.
What are you doing?
I don't really care. I have all I'm good.
Well, I don't care about it at all, and you...
Hey, listen to me. Let's go. I think they dropped. Or they could still be there, but we need to walk up and bully these kids off.
I think they're still there. Somebody just shot him. You ready?
Okay. There's a guy on the train cart. Like over here.
Yeah.
I don't think they're here.
I can scan. They're not up top.
Okay. You need to bubble the beacon. And he needs to scan. And we need to know where the fuck this is going.
Alright, you ready to bubble me?
Yep. Team down at fence.
That could be them.
Yeah, this is the exact zone we just always have.
Okay, so we need to do our play, yeah? We can do this, and then we could even play in the ravine, maybe.
I don't know if we'll be able to get away with crossing like we did last time. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, we just need to get to here.
Might be something good.
It's all about formulating your plan. In order to do that, you have to have the zone knowledge. You can see they have the high ground here, but there are plenty of teams, Vicky, that are gatekeeping.
And I love the way that Nice is playing so aggressive, just also taking into consideration where they want to flank too. As they make their rotation in, they also get scanned as they drop from the high ground. Things are turning up here. TSM still holding on to that building, by the way. also having that intel is so important. They know where that next circle is going to be pulling, but you know the southern part closer to Lava Fisher is going to be chaos with the squad hanging out on the high ground by the train tracks.
And that beacon building is still in, so whoever predicted that one really feeling good about the current situation. Look at how many teams are outside of this next zone that was scanned.
There was like 3 squads in that area, aside from the squad that's on the high ground closer to Lava Fisher. You can see on the map is absolutely insane, but then players here like Sleepy Panda, having the redeploy is going to be so necessary when you're hugging the edge of the circle and figuring out where a lot of the action is going down here over to Lava Fisher.
And you know who has a decent position, but if they get a little bit too pressured, they are going to collapse. It's NRG. They've been playing Neath under that bridge for quite some time now. All those teams to the south side have to make their way towards them, so I can't wait to see what they do here.
It's a matter of waiting and seeing what NRG does. They don't have purple Evo shields just yet, and it looks like they're a little low on ammunition, so it looks like they may want to find an opportunity to loot some of these death boxes or fully send it in on a player who may not be expecting where NRG is currently located.
Yeah, that's an energy player's worst nightmare. 70 just in the L-Star, and you know you have that bolt as the secondary. Renegades using the L-Star to themselves. Bubble gonna go down by the enemy team. Defensive bombardment as well. Really nicely placed. That splits Renegades up just a little bit. Fortunately for Saucer, he does not get hit by one.
Oh my, there's so many L-Stars being used, and for a good reason too, Tom. Just being able to beam a lot of these squads. The beam with the Arc Star, getting the break. Vaccines in trouble though, gets hit twice with a massive, but it's okay. The rest of Renegades, they clean up, but not before a third party is now rolled in.
Amazing arcs are on top of the bubble, but the third parties are just going to be too strong. It's going to be a bounce pad for Saucer. However, he's just running into trouble, doing whatever he can, and he's going to get eliminated. 15th place there for Renegades. Meanwhile, NRG, we talked about them having some action over here, and it continues.
We talk about their positioning too. They moved in at the perfect time. They weren't the ones pinched. Instead, they're the ones doing the pinching. You can see how they were able to rack up enough damage to get that purple Evo onto Rocker, and they're already making the rotation without having to burn the ult from Valkyrie.
And Serial's back up. They got the res right there, though, and Nathan is trying to add as much pressure as possible. Meanwhile, Rocker throwing down that defensive bombardment, I believe, is the flank coming in from Sweet. Nathan's so separated from the team, he has to be careful.
It's scary here, and meanwhile, you see a Sentinel shot taking a victim. See the 30-30 also in the feed. They know that there may be somebody right behind them. They're looking at the zip line just in case. I also see a bullet, just a stray bullet flying right past Sweet's head, and it is going to be a squad making their way onto the train tracks off to the right.
30 seconds until the zone moves. Let's see what NRG does. Will they Valkyrie ult? Will they foot it? Let's do a listen to with NRG.
All right, come with me. We're gonna Valkyrie from low ground here.
I'm literally out of bullets completely.
Jump down, jump down, jump down, jump down. On you, Nate! Cracked him.
Crack.
Dead.
Bubble, 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 bubble.
I'm rezzing.
It's fine. We still have time. We still have
I need
time.
armor swap. I need armor swap.
Yeah, I'm not taking it. Top team above us. We need to go here and Valk. We need to go here and Valk. No time. Come left underneath.
Looking up there above us.
I'm gonna try to give us a portal.
I'm probably gonna die here. You gonna drop you? I'm dead.
Okay, keep coming through. Try to punch him if you can. Team behind, but not in zone. I'm going around.
You can use my knock. Use my knock.
Everybody else is Valk ulting right now.
I think you guys are safe. Like, maybe
yeah, we're low-key chilling right here. I'm gonna res.
Maybe.
No, the blood on team on mark.
Come to me.
I'm gonna nade that. They're not safe there. Oh. They threw a nade on Rucker. Hold your knock on that.
What?
Oh no. They're bubbling down on us. Octane's jumping in. I'm backing up Rucker or Nate.
I'm probably dead.
They're all fucking sitting.
I backed all the way up.
No. Okay, we're just gonna play placement here. I'm coming to you.
I literally have 14 bullets. The fucking meme.
If those guys get fucked with in that corner, we need to jump on them and kill them.
How intense it is to be in NRG's shoes right now. Meanwhile, TSM are in a very similar situation, but they've only lost Snipe down. Can they clutch us out? This is what happens when you put the purple ball on a shotgun. He reps is forced to hang up on low the knockdown shield, and he was one, and he still clutches it out, but another squad rolls in at the perfect time, and not only takes all the loot, but they take the KP as well. It's going to be Charlotte Phoenix. They're winners from game number 1.
Charlotte Phoenix having another good performance here, getting inside the top 10, taking over TSM's spot as well, and possibly more points on the board over here. But what a job by Reps coming through, killing that player with the armor swap. Now Charlotte Phoenix is feeling the aggression. They have players on the ropes inside the donut.
And look how many squads are already out. TSM Renegades, they're not in this anymore. Currently,
What you want to what do you mean crypto? And so what was that gonna do? So what, you gonna fucking die anyways?
It stuns them and makes them forced to look for armor swaps instead of looking at us.
That is not the fucking reason why we just died like that.
Oh, but it would have helped for sure. Obviously, like we don't. I don't know.
Like,
we don't
just
do
ran
that,
in. Like that was so dumb, man. That was a good. That was supposed to be. That could have been such a good game. We killed them. We Valcall and fucking laid out of bounds. Like, oh man.
It's 5 points. We're at 19.
That is such a throw.
Alright, we get it, dude. C9 just wins for free because they're the only team that would play Edge on this zone. Pulse North.
I don't think they went for free. They had a Kraber. They probably just killed everyone with a Kraber. Mac had a Kraber. Zach had an alternator.
Kraber is pretty free.
What team are we?
New code anyway.
Yeah, this like you're just talking about small talk, like right there. That's small talk. We just said that we're bubbling, and then you run in, and then now there was a 2v2. Like we knew they had arc stars.
I called wait out the nids.
Yeah, for sure.
We also knew they had arc stars. They kept pulling them out underneath us. Like you heard them like proc them or whatever. They had armor swaps and nades. Like that. The play was to kill them for sure. I don't think that was a wrong call. Because if we don't kill them and we try to Valcor or some shit, they can grief us. So we just
need to try and do